everyone, and welcome back to another Dress It Up video featuring Jesse James Beads. Today we're going to make some really fun flower earrings, and this is what we're going to need: some jump rings, some head pins, some earring findings. These just have a little loop on the bottom. They're just a flat earring finding. The beautiful birthstone flowers from Dress It Up, and a blue raspberry ice pop mix from Jesse James Beads, and the tourmaline flowers from Dress It Up. And then this was a strand, the Pale Rosette strand, that I had some beads left on, and a wax tip tool and some super glue and a little bit of foam. Also, you're going to need a couple tools. This is a one-step looper and a flat nose plier. So let's get started here. I have my foam, and I'm going to take our earring findings and I'm going to poke those into the foam. This just makes it a lot easier to maneuver when you're trying to apply the glue and apply the button to the top. Now, these birthstone flowers do not have any shanks on the back, so they're ready to go. You don't have to worry about that. But if you did want to use a button that had a shank, you would just snip those off with a heavy-duty pair of scissors and just place them on just like we're going to here. I'm just taking some of my Loctite super glue and I'm just putting some on the bases. You don't want to put too much because you don't want it spilling out around the button when you apply it, because it will get stuck to the foam. So I'm just taking my wax tip tool and applying the button, and I'm just gonna move it here with the other end just to kind of get it where I want. I'm liking where there's two petals on either side of the hole for the dangles, so that's just my preference. That's what I liked. It was easy, then it just made it easy for you to get to those. And here I'm just finishing up that second one, and that's what that looks like. And I'm just applying glue for the other color that we're going to be doing, the tourmaline, and applied those buttons. So we're just going to take them off the foam here, guys, and we're going to start making some dangles for the first pair. But you can see how easily that comes off of the foam. It worked out real well. So we're going to start with these beautiful tourmaline flowers and the Pale Rosette beads from the strand that I have from Jesse James Beads. And I'm just going to take a head pin here, and it's real simple. We're just going to put the bead on the head pin, and then I'm going to put a bead cap on top of that. And then we're going to use the one-step looper to make life a little easier. And we're just going to slide that pin into the one-step looper and just give it a squeeze, and that'll give you your loop very simply. And we're going to do the same thing for the other earring here, putting the bead on and a simple bead cap. Okay, and then we're going to put that also into the one-step looper. Now you want to make sure when you're using this tool, when you push your pin in, you can see how it comes out the other side there. That's very important. Give it a good squeeze, and then they're ready to roll. We're just going to grab a couple oval jump rings. You can use any jump rings you have on hand. I just think it looks better if you have a jump ring to hook your dangle into. It gives it a little bit more movement than just attaching the loop from the head pin onto your flower base. And here I am just rocking my pliers back and forth to get that oval jump ring to fit together so it's nice and snug. And we've gotten that attached. And here are both of our finished earrings there, just super cute. Loving the colors for spring, and those beautiful crystal rondelles just make it, don't they? So now let's start with our blue zircon flowers. They are super, super gorgeous, and we are using the blue raspberry ice pop mix. And I'm just going to do the same thing by putting a bead on a head pin and putting it into our one-step looper. And we're just giving that a squeeze as we had before. And it's just as simple as that. These beautiful rondelles in the blue raspberry mix, they just pop. The faceting on those beads are super gorgeous. Just really gonna make that piece sparkle. And then that was our second bead. And now let's put on our other heart and put that also into the one-step looper and give that a squeeze. And once we do that, we're going to go ahead and get out some 8mm jump rings to hook our dangles onto. So here's our 8mm jump ring, and I'm just going to open that front to back. And we're going to slide on our dangles that we made in whatever order we want them to be. And I'm going to put on a heart, a rondelle, and another heart. That's going to be super cute. I'm really loving these colors. The blue raspberry mix just sings, doesn't it? And we're going to close that front to back. And there is one set of dangles put together. And we're going to do the same thing with the other earring. Now we're going to take our oval jump rings and we're going to open those front to back. And we're going to hook on the set of dangles that we made, and it's going to go into the jump ring. And make sure you have your beads where you want them. I have a heart on either side there, so it's nice and balanced. And I'm just going to hook it into the loop on the bottom of our earring finding and close that up, and that's going to give us an adorable earring. And here is our second one all put together. So now, guys, I'm just going to show you simply here where I'm going to use some butterfly earring backs here. And that just as simply as buying those at the craft store works perfectly. And those are just going to be nice backs for your earrings. They work out real perfect, and it keeps them nice and snug to your ear, considering their posts. You know, we like to make sure that they don't sag in your ear or hang incorrectly. Easy as that. Just put your backs on. Really cute. And here are our two finished pairs of earrings. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, as I certainly enjoyed making it for you. And I'll see you in the next one, guys.